deal with airplane peanuts.
New York City has always been home to comedy's biggest names.
Chappelle, Patrice, Norton, all these guys.
And is believed by many to be the most legendary stand-up scene of all time.
I think it's obvious New York is probably the best, and I will say this.
This is the best of New York City, starting off with Mark Normand, Joe List, and Tuesdays with Stories live from the Gramercy Theater.
This next guy, my first friend in New York City, first guy I became friends with. Alcohol! No. And we were bonded by alcoholism, but we're still friends, goddammit. And I love him, and I think he's maybe the best comic in New York. I mean, I can make an argument. You guys are not on board, but
very talented.
I could make the case. You sound like f***ing Pesci. He's very talented. Let's leave it at that, all right? I don't want it because of Nat King Cole. He's one of the greats. Stan Soder, everybody!
That intro's gonna make all them hate me.
That intro was good.
What?
Huh? You said the intro was bad?
Oh no, I was saying you're gonna make them all hate me. You're like, best comic in New York, you guys.
Yeah. I didn't say fuck
Comics
you.
are the most catty people in the world.
Yeah. My intro was he's from New York, so it's a real, I know how you feel about me and how you feel about Soder
That's
at
a
this
hilarious
point.
guy.
Yeah.
Funny.
He introduced you. I didn't introduce you.
I don't even think
Yeah.
I got comic. I think you just said a woman.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I said cunt.
I was joking.
You do comedy? Come on.
By the way, congrats to our old friend Nate Bargatze, who sold out the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. It's
Set a record.
19,000 people.
Taylor Swift couldn't even do that.
No,
at
he couldn't do that. Do you see the last part? We told him to play the country song. He was like, "I was dreaming about this," and they played the country song.
I love it.
I was like,
I love it.
I was like, "You're a fucking cracker."
I love it, dude. Yeah, he might as well have gone. If y'all don't mind, I'd love just to make a sandwich right now. I always wanted to make a bologna sandwich
He
in
was
front
like,
of
this
a
kid,
bunch.
he was like, y'all, when I was handing out flowers back in New York, y'all, I was just dreaming about doing this moment, and there was a song playing. And in my mind, I'm going, what? Biggie Smalls?
Yeah,
Tupac? Rolling
because by the
Stones?
way, that's a very New York thing. You go, well, it's got to be in New York, man. What are they gonna be?
I'm going, Led Zepp? What are we
Yeah.
talking about? He go, yeah, Kenny Chestnut.
Oh my God.
Dreaming of Home or Making It Back. And then they just played it, and I was like, you're a redneck, Nate.
Yeah, I want y'all to kiss. Everybody kiss who you came with.
Nate has always been a kid from Tennessee, the Tennessee kid.
I remember Nate moving to Nashville, and they wouldn't spit on him. Zanies wouldn't give him guest spots, and now they'll, of course, amend history.
Right.
Like now, if you ask the club owners, they go, no. We always saw it in Nate. But I remember specifically Nate moving there to have Harper with Laura, and he was like, I don't know, I'm trying to get guest sets. It's like hard or whatever. And now he's got a mural on the wall.
Yeah, he's got. Was that before he went to L.A.? Oh, when
Yeah.
he came back? Yeah, he went to Nashville first and then L.A. and then
They
back?
had the baby in Nashville,
Baby
and then
in
they
Nashville.
had it for a couple months, and then they moved to L.A., and then he got discovered in New York. And then Jimmy Fallon saw him in New York, so he had to come back here all the time. I love knowing I have a friend that I could borrow an extraordinary amount of money off
Do you
of.
think he still?
I love it. Like,
Do you think he still goes to Applebee's though with him and Laura because they met at Applebee's?
yeah, they work together.
Yeah. Do you think he still goes in there because he loves Applebee's?
I bet he's going to buy one. But he's going to franchise
He's my
one.
franchise one. But here's the thing. I if he goes into an Applebee's with his wife, it would be funny if they're like refuse to serve him. They're like, we're not doing this anymore, Nate.
Sorry, Nate.
And he's like, what do you mean? I love it here. He's like, we can't. We're not doing this anymore.
I want him to big time it and go in with a wad of cash and go, give me that toboggan off the wall.
Yeah.
And I want that picture of that high school soccer team. Starts buying the tchotchkes that are on the wall. He goes, when I was in here, I always wondered where y'all got these bowling pins. Pop them off. He's got you money at Applebee's and play to your tater skins.
I see here you got the two. You got the 2 for 20, 3 for 30
He
meals.
goes, you know what?
How much for the whole joint?
Oh, man, the brain of Joey Diaz. Oh, God, my head hurts.
You like a quiche? What the fuck? This is a hour here. Do I like quiche? Nobody's eaten quiche in 20 years. Remember the first time somebody gave you a quiche in Philadelphia? You're like, what's this? And they're like, it's quiche. It's a new invention. Listen, how about I take this new invention and shove it up your ass. Give him my 2 eggs sunny side up with fucking plenty of radioactive materials. All right, you're eating this quiche. That shit went over fast. That quiche shit.
No one's eaten quiche in 20 years, guy.
No.
That's what he ate you with.
I don't like French toast. I don't like quiche.
I'm crying.
Wait, you said you don't like French toast?
I don't like syrup.
Oh, God, dude. I'm crying.
I've never heard a thing about a girl mentioning that you have a 4-inch dick.
No, every girl. Well, we don't measure it, but no, I've never heard.
You have a
I've
girl
never
right
heard
now?
that.
And she loves it?
And she loves it.
All right. Call her up.
Do they ever
Call her up.
No.
Can we ask her if you have a 4-inch dick?
Hey guys, all right, guys, leave him alone. He has a girl. Get her on the phone.
But hold on, Brendan. You have to say to her, if you're like, baby, you have to be completely honest to this question, and you have to ask her, how long in inches is my dick? And you have to tell her to be completely honest. No, text her, you asshole.
No, you're setting her up.
Why?
You're setting her up. Whenever they ask you,
If anybody asks,
7 inches. Also,
Your naked
Brendan
pictures are on
doesn't
the
know what
internet.
inches are. He thinks
if anybody
inches are
asks,
centimeters.
my dick is 4.6 inches.
He thinks inches are feet.
Okay.
Hey, baby.
Say nothing else.
I'm saying nothing else.
Shut up.
How
Shut
many?
up.
No. Say, be completely honest.
Tell her you're on,
No,
tell her
say,
it's on the
tell her
air.
to be
You're
complete-
on the air.
and tell her to be completely honest.
You got to be completely honest.
You're alive.
How many inches?
How many inches do you think the size of my penis is hard?
4.
Well said.
Child, Mark, I can't take. This
That was
is what
the
I'm
last one.
talking about. This is some shit you'll never see on a black podcast.
She's trying to
Niggas
talk about
stand
her
up
journey
and
to weight loss.
Put poot out of his ass. And he know I'm the wrong one to do that shit too. I went and took a shower to come here from the gym, and you gonna
I shot it that
raise your
way.
little stinky
Yeah.
ass up
Yeah, but
and
thanks
let
for
the
shooting it in
hair,
my
and
direction,
then
Mark.
put it in your damn
Yeah.
eyeballs. That's crazy as hell. And this is exactly why people be getting murdered on the train because of shit like that. That's insane. You know,
All right. We're all adults here.
insane, Mark.
If you have to go,
Can't
feel
believe
free.
it. And you heard how it came out like it was surprise. It was surprise. It was like.
It was, you know what it was? It was like a fart the way a guy would like peek behind a door.
Right, because
That's
it
what kinda
saw
bugged
me
me
out
about it,
here
yeah.
was like, not why this black lady's here, but we already being pushed out.
I treat everyone equally.
The podcast has to have a theme, right? And
Yeah.
that was the thing that we struggled with. That was why I think Come Town kind of failed, because we never had a theme.
It was a show about nothing.
Yeah, when we started, everyone told us you have to have a theme.
I
'Cause
thought
we
the podcast
consulted
failed because of crowd work clips.
No, why?
That's funny.
we weren't doing that.
No, but that's maybe what separated the group.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh,
he's
sorry.
Saying, he's saying Stav did too many crowd work clips.
Oh
and
my
that
God!
broke
Why
up
would
the
you
podcast.
say that, dude?
I don't know. I don't really know anything about the dynamic.
friend of
before.
ours.
I mean, it's been enough time. We can say it. Stav's like staunchly pro-Israel.
Yeah.
And it was like there was
It's
a lot
crazy.
of there was a
'Cause
lot of behind the scenes conversations where we'd say, "Stav, it's murder, it's a genocide."
Yeah.
He would say, and this is
I actually
people
heard
don't
that.
know his real voice. He'd be like, "They've been there for 3,000 years.
Jewish friends are scared.
They've been there. Would you hide me?" And we said, "Well, first of all, you're not Jewish. And
We don't have the technology.
Also, let me
to
just say
do
that I like.
you would need
I like
something that
Stav.
could bend the fabric of space."
No, we're talking right now.
I like
Gavin.
Stav, but also I heard he's gonna where Gaza is. That's actually gonna be called Stavi's World.
Yeah, he wants us to open the theme park.
The theme park.
Yeah. Yeah, where like the refugee camps are.
Yeah.
It would be great if they could turn Gaza into Stav's new podcast studio.
This does remind me of a story.
Okay, please.
I was with Tom Segura, I believe Bert Kreischer, and me, and we're at a hotel somewhere, and we went to the steam room at the hotel. Great, fine.
You sucked both their.
Well, if you're gonna just ruin, go right to the
I'm
end
sorry,
of the
man.
story.
I didn't mean to step on your story.
I can still taste it. No, so we're down there. Some old dude is in there, and then he just like he looks at it's me and Tom in there. I think Bert was just about to come in or was just
Okay.
left. I'm not 100% sure his birthday.
Sure.
And he just takes his towel and opens it and stares at Tom, stares at him, and just goes like this. And we're like, okay. Because we're also like, whenever you go to one of these things or a locker room, you're like, well, what's the
vibe going to be?
What's the status quo? I don't want to and you're like, is this just the way? And then he starts like talking and he starts negging me, upping Tom.
What's his dick doing? Is his dick twitching?
Steamy in there.
Okay, all right.
And then he just goes to me. It's like, hey, you seem like you're pretty like worn out. You should probably like take a break. And I was like, I looked at Tom, and Tom's just like, dude. And then I was like, I realized it's the right thing to do to leave now. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Just leave Tom to the gay wolves.
Dude.
Throw your friend in the fucking steamer with a guy that wants to suck his
He wants
cock.
it so bad, but it was just a hotel steam room. It's not a gay bathhouse. It's just a hotel steam room. It's like when Pee Wee Herman did it. It was in a gay movie theater. It wasn't a Titanic.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so I leave. Tom's like, oh, no. I'm like, see you, man.
That's awesome.
Shut the door hard. And he came out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I would love to say it was just enough time to get it done, but it was not enough time to get it done.
That's so fucking funny,
Yeah.
dude. They just leave him in there with a guy that wants to fuck him.
Yeah, and then it was like, what's up? And then also we started talking like, how come me and not you? And he's like, well, there's bears. There's bear hunters. This guy wanted a fat dude. So then Bert goes, I'm going in.
Hilarious.
He was in there for 10 seconds, and the guy just walks out disgusted.
Like that first 30 seconds was tough. But you came in and you did this joke. You walked in much like, you just dressed, you didn't, with FUBU. You know what I mean? You weren't dressed in all blue.
Yeah.
You came in, you just went right into it. Right? You go, my father does things people don't do anymore. Do you remember this joke?
No.
My father does things people don't do anymore. He can shoe a horse. People don't shoe horses anymore. They take cars. My father can milk a cow. They don't milk cows anymore. They just get milk from the store. He can get a hooker pregnant, kick her down the flight of stairs, and blame it on the coloreds. People don't blame things on the coloreds anymore.
I said that?
Dude, the place,
Wow.
there was a second of...
No wonder I'm out of the presidential race.
I separated my shoulder.
Zach.
During
Oh, sorry. Am I doing it wrong?
I separated my shoulder doing martial arts in high school and had to learn how to jerk off with my non-dominant hand while my arm was in a sling.
Well.
I don't think Lewis did martial arts until 5 years ago, which is weirdly late to start.
Is it weird that I wish this was my story?
Is it weird that makes me think it is in fact definitely your story?
We don't know, dude, but I wish both of these things.
I think if that actually happened to someone, that their sensei would jerk them. I've been told.
A good sensei.
Yeah.
A good sensei.
A doppelganger of Mr. Miyagi.
He would help them wax on, wax off.
Yes.
If that sensei's worth his weight in martial arts,
And then I
he's
would help
whacking
him.
you off.
I would help him paint the fence.
Right. And then later it would become a move like, show me, stroke the dick. You know?
Yeah.
It's like how you stop someone when they pull a knife on you.
Hadouken!
All right, let's start with Sean.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Now, I don't see you as a martial art guy. You kind of
That's the point.
Ooze Legos. But how are your shoulders?
Strongest part of my body, Dave. To be honest, especially
I thought
after
I'd
such
trick 'em.
trauma. Right there, right away.
Zach may have done martial arts in high school.
No, I just wrestled.
You did.
Yeah,
wrestled.
this
Until
is
a
the
pair
man.
of pants, I bet. You know.
I think this is Sean. I think that he jumped out real quick with a lie. He knows he's supposed to be a liar. He's tapping his fingers against his hand right now. He's getting nervous. His cheeks are always red. That's throwing me off.
I'm down to Jay and Sean because
Wow.
I know Jay had a bit about growing up doing martial arts.
Wow.
And then Dave wouldn't have done martial arts because when he was a kid, we were at war with Japan.
All right, I'm giving my final answer. Round one, Sean Patton is my answer.
I'm going Sean Patton too. Final answer.
I'm going Sean Patton as well.
Dave?
It's me. So, did I do it wrong? Yeah, it's me.
Oh, it is you.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Dave.
What happened?
Did you say Dave?
No, it's Dave.
Did you guess Dave?
No, he
I didn't
didn't.
guess
They all
anyone.
said
Shit,
you.
Never mind.
No, he didn't have a chance
but no,
to guess.
Dave.
So
Oh,
Dave,
damn it.
you have to wait till everyone gets their final answer.
And you know what I need?
And then
Can
she'll
you
reveal.
smack me with a book?
So wait,
All
hold on.
right.
So it was definitely the redheaded guy who came on stage earlier.
No, it was Dave.
So, all right, so
No,
here's
you're trying to trick me.
Here's what I'm
not
going to
buying
say.
it yet.
It really was you, Dave?
No.
Oh. What is happening right now? I don't know what's happening.
I'm sorry.
Sean, give your final answer. What do you think it was?
I think it was you.
Okay, you think it was me?
I think it was you.
Dave,
I'm
if
buying
it
Dave-
was you, don't guess you.
I'm buying Dave's deception right now. I think
I'm
it was
going to
you.
go with Sean. That's who
You're
I
going to
think.
go with Sean.
Yeah.
Everyone has their final answers locked in.
Okay.
Alex?
It was Dave.
It was Dave.
Yeah. You see what I did there, everybody? I did a switcheroo. I'm sorry. When you're third generation escort, this is the kind of lies that you do to tease and please and entice my clients.
The other day we were on stage at the stand and there was a lot of people and Jake went, who in here would fuck Jordan? Silence. Complete deafening silence.
Well, let's redeem it.
Oh,
Who here
no.
would fuck?
No one's saying
Look at that. Like half the crowd wants it.
Don't bang the table, scary man.
A married guy
Falling in
Jordan
his
and his
garage.
wife is like, why do you smell like a wood stove?
How about these guys, the ELO reenactors over
Wow,
here?
yeah.
These guys.
Yeah. They look like they're from Quebec.
Where are you guys from?
Jordan, you got to believe in yourself more.
I know, you're
Yeah,
right.
really. for
It
God's
wouldn't be the
sakes.
first time these two guys spit roasted something together.
That's true.
This is usually an animal with an apple in its mouth.
You guys would know. What time is the Renaissance Fair on Sunday?
Is there really a Renaissance fair?
What?
Oh.
Jesus.
That would be so fun if we all
Oh
went.
my God.
Right?
Just any opportunity for a hang with you. Ian.
Ren fair.
Anytime you can.
Yeah, that'd be my lady.
What would you dress up as at a Renaissance
Oh,
fair?
The fool.
Weren't you just running around looking for a dress?
I have.
You
That's a
could
secret.
never be in a Renaissance Fair.
Why?
Do you think you could ever see a knight wearing glasses? No. Sir Myopia, please approach. We're over here. Mesdames and ladies, you're talking to a donkey. Do you think there really are donkeys at the Renaissance Fair? I'm sorry.
The book is specifically about
my boomer parents and boomers in general
and how
growing up
they
in
ruined
the 90s. Yeah, it's like a fun,
satirical
autobiography, but it's really about the type of people that I grew up with, which because of the internet, I think people's personalities are being more flattened now.
Yeah.
And these were really unique, terrible, funny,
Yeah.
selfish, horrible, vicious, racist, homophobic, misogynist,
people.
awesome, fun, lovable
Americans.
Scamps. They were fun people.
You can be all things.
It can be all things.
Yeah.
And they were just really fun and they perpetual victims, always aggrieved. Easiest run of all the generations, probably, outside of Nam.
Yeah.
It was pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah.
But again, they're always upset. They're always pissed off. They're always complaining. No, it's so true.
The easiest run
they bought of any
history,
generation.
and they cry about
and
it.
they cry about it nonstop. Horrible, the things they had
They
to
bought a
endure.
home for 40 grand.
Yeah, traffic, you can't get anywhere. Lines at the grocery store. They are the most.
Everybody's got an opioid addiction now. And
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it took me 2 hours to get to my $20,000 home, and they
they're
have to.
completely.
Parents served in the war. They were born
Yes.
after.
They were born after. They're disconnected. They keep telling their kids to do the things they did. They're not aware. It's impossible. You know, like my dad said once. I was like, all these jobs are going to be automated. He's like, you kids will have it all. He goes, you're not gonna have to do anything for yourselves. I go, yeah, but those are jobs. Or people on
Yeah.
He's like, oh, come on. You know, they don't care.
Yeah.
And they're very funny. They're actually really, really funny. You know, my dad said, we were at Christmas, and my step sister said something annoying about climate change. You know, like something annoying. And Why lives in D.C. or whatever, and whatever. I was eating a risotto ball, and she was talking, and then my father goes like this. My father goes, you know, when you really start to pay attention to the weather, when you get a boat. And he goes, because we are on our boat and we are really taking it. And that's their generation of people. Like that's how, if they are not directly affected, I mean directly affected, they don't give a about anything.
Oh, that's great.
Dude, I saw a video the other day of a dude who was like on Instagram. It was supposed to be like a motivational video, and he was like, day 60, no hard alcohol. And it's like him pouring a bottle of hard alcohol down. And he's like, I decided today I'm not going back ever. And then someone was like, so you're not drinking at all? And he's like, no, still drinking beers.
Like, all right. I mean, that's the whole thing with like LA sober. Have you heard this? We're like, yo, I'm sober, but I do shrooms and I smoke weed all the time.
I get that, but like, dude, just being like, that would be like if I was like, well, I'm sober, but I'm off Bud Lights, but I'm still drinking Miller Lights like every day. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Because it's just the smaller amount of alcohol. It's like, yo, I'm not doing heroin through the regular needles. I'm gonna use a way smaller needle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? So I get it way slower.
Yeah, you're just getting drunker slower. You're getting the same amount of drunk, just at a way slower speed.
Salty Black Flower was your band.
Salty Black Flower.
Black Flower. What was your band?
Black Flower was one word. BLACKFLOUR.
What?
So it was like, Joe doesn't want to hear my story. Joe's ready to go with his own
I'm
story.
listening. That was that's on Dan.
I mean, I'm watching
Dan literally
Joe,
asked, what was your band name? And he's staring at me with his mouth open, so I'm getting ready to respond to him. This is on Dan,
I'm in the
not
middle
me.
of the sentence.
And Dan asked me a question and then staring at me.
It was Dan.
He's
It was
literally
Dan.
looking at me
Dan,
waiting for a response.
You said it.
It's
Dan asked him
100%
a
on Dan.
Ooh, someone's in trouble.
This is outrageous.
It was Dan.
I
It was
want to
Dan.
hear your story. Believe me.
Dan's creating riffs between everyone.
And he's such a boy. He was like looking literally with his mouth agape. Like, what's your band name? I felt bad leaving him hanging. Like his dad.
Shit. Two thin hands slapping together. What a fag sound.
Sorry we don't have your meaty sausage fingers.
I don't have meaty. I just have man hands.
No, you don't.
All right. Maybe
What
I
was
don't.
your band story? I want to hear it.
That's not a story. It was Salty Black Flower.
You said you were in the middle of a story.
Well,
You
it's
just
a
said,
story.
I'm in
It
the middle
was
of a story and Joe's...
Stop yelling. Let him fucking tell his story.
Are you on
story.
steroids?
Yeah.
Are you on
Yeah,
steroids?
no.
You need steroids
Are you?
for your story. Oh, he spilled his coffee. What a joke.
Use the bomb Dan and mop it up.
Dude, you need steroids.
Steroid. I need a better premise and a setup and a bar.
To tell better stories, I need steroids.
Pretty good. Blue Jay.
That was good.
Joe.
That was good.
Joe.
Nah, but you f***ing bitched us out of it. That's what you did.
No,
You
what
got
I-
the juices going, and then you go, duh.
Here's the
And
thing.
now we're nervous.
I'm a Joe Chant accountant. You didn't have that in your bank account. I'm letting you know when you have enough to spend on a Joe Chant. You didn't have it
enough
then.
now?
Yeah.
Joe.
Another round of coffee for me and the boys.
I'm fascinated about your opinion on AI. You're the one guy that I haven't got to sit down and talk to.
Oh.
What do you think about AI? Because there was a news story I read today. You know they're doing a AI priest.
What?
They did an
my
AI
God.
priest, and he got defrocked
Why?
because he.
Oh, I have to ask why.
Yeah, well, it wasn't molesting, so that's actually kind of
Well,
nice.
you know, one of the best things about when my brother was just Bishop Ford in Park
okay.
Slope. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he was starting the basketball team. He was a great ball player.
Yeah.
He played college, everything. The priests were always there was always these stories. They were always like, you know, you didn't have to fall for them, but they all knew. Like it was an open secret. But anyway,
are there like priests like catcalling the basketball players and stuff?
no,
Like
but just stopping by after the game and in the locker, and but here's the best part, which none of us noticed at the time because it didn't. It's like 1980 or 79. My brother's team would come out to, you come out to a song.
Sure.
And they run out music, which you'd hear, it's raining, it's pouring, and they'd come out to Enough Is Enough by Barbra Streisand and Donna Summer.
What? They're coming out to
two of the biggest gay icons in history. And they come running out to it.
Disco Queen and Babs.
They were the most iconic. And I remember even at the time going, like we didn't think of it in that terms. That it was
Yeah.
I was like, this is kind of a curious choice for a song.
I don't know, just pumping up a bunch of boys to play basketball.
Yeah.
But you just look over and the priests are like, they're like, can you come out to It's Raining Men?
Sadly, they weren't allowed to attack.
I still love this idea of like living in the city and like just walking.
great.
Yeah, but my family doesn't want to do it. But I also have too many kids. Like, what if you had 3 kids? Could you live in the city with 3 kids?
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. People ask me already. They're like, "Do you want another?" I'm like, "I just got out of a car wreck," and you're like, "When are you gonna get behind the wheel?"
Yeah, you're like, my vagina's still bleeding.
Yes,
Still
I'm
healing.
dying.
Yes.
You know, I'm just
Yeah,
pudding.
Nicole was split open like a Demogorgon, and people were like, "So, when's the next one
Yeah,
coming?" And
it's-
I'm like, "I don't know, man.
Like, you
let
should
the
be put in a
stitches dissolve."
straitjacket for asking me that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're still in for the first 6 to 8 months after Jasmine gave birth to our little one, she was using the strap on. So it could, because she's like, we're not even coming close. And I was just getting railed.
Did Jasmine do a C-section? Did she do?
No,
She
just
did
vag.
Just vag.
Through the vag, 3 vages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 3 vaggy
What about
waggies.
you?
She seed, but she's looking to hopefully V on this one, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah.
But I thought once you see, you can't ever V again.
There's
No,
a V
that's not
back.
true. You
There's
can't.
a whole new thing.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Did
but
you
it
V?
depends on the size.
No, I did a C-section.
You seed.
Yeah.
So the next time you go, you'll have to V.
No, I said, please, can I get a C-section? I didn't even need one. They were like, you can do vaginal. I was like, I don't want to.
No, thanks.
I was like, I don't want to push for 1 second. I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah, Nicole, she labored for like 25 hours.
No
and then they're
thanks.
like, your child is giant and facing the other way.
Yeah.
So let's try to get
Yeah.
this thing out. And then apparently the doctor made the incision. She said this was the first time in her 25 years of practicing medicine. She opened my wife and my son's lips were right there. Just, like,
Just ready to
she literally goes, oh!
What a
That's
sick.
terrifying.
That is terrifying. Just like a guppy fish.
Hello.
He's just cleaning algae off the
That's
tank.
wild.
This video is one part of a 3-part series on the New York, LA, and Austin comedy scenes. Each one of those videos will be published over the course of 3 consecutive days right here on Joke World. And once all of the videos have had enough time to play in the algorithm for a fair shot, we're gonna count up all the likes and announce the winner on the next episode of the Comedy News Update. If you want to get involved in this contest and vote for your favorite city, the easiest way to do that, and no, I'm not just saying that so you press subscribe, seriously, the easiest way to do that is to turn on the post notifications so you know when each video comes out for each of the 3 cities, so you know when the results video comes out so you can tune into that. Even if you turn them off after that, I'm fine with that. But seriously, I'm not just saying it. Turn on the post notifications. Just, come on, do it.
At Joke World. That's it, at Joke World.
And the world is WRLD.
That's a great YouTube channel, Joke World. Check it out.